folks, how's it going? Hope everyone's doing well. It's roasting hot today. I'm on the boat in the marina, as you can see. A little bit different this video compared to the normal amateur angler antics that go on, but we're just going to do a manual start of how to start this motor. It's a Mercury 60 ETI, I think the EFI site, electric fuel injection, I think it stands for. But basically my boat neighbour Eddie, he showed me how to manually start it. So because of my battery issues lately, which I'm getting checked out, he showed me how to start it manually. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that, because it might save someone's life one day, you never know. After that, I'm going to give people a bit of a tour of my boat so you can see the setup, because I know some people that watch, they obviously care, and so they can have a look as well. So thanks for caring, guys. And finally, we're going to get the life jackets, and we're going to use a life jacket testing machine, which is also called a SPA. That's S-P-A, SPA. So we'll have some fun with that later. Okay, let's get the hood off and get to it. So I've just done the catch at the back. I'm just going to take the lid off, get this out of the way. So once you've taken the lid off, what you'll find is this here. Now this is normally bolted in, but we took it off the other day. There's 4 bolts just to take off, so get that off, and underneath you've got that funky disc, and we're going to use a cord to wrap around that, pull it tight, and then hopefully the engine will start. Here we go, guys. So the hood is off, and so is the cover for this big disc. I'm going to put the rope on, or the cord, with the knot upwards, so you don't want to put it downwards. Put it up. It's quite tricky to do one hand. Go round, follow it around a couple of times, and then I'm going to have to set you up somewhere else. So we're going to give that a pull. I've pumped the fuel in, so you give the fuel a bit of a pump just to make sure it's going in there. Make sure it's on, and give it a pull. Give it a couple of goes. Hopefully it'll work. Now, to be fair, the engine is probably a bit cold at the moment because it's not been out at sea, so we'll see if it does start. There we go. So that's how we manually start the engine with just a piece of stringy thingy. So I'm going to turn that off, get the hood back on, and I'll give you a show of the rest of the boat. Okay, so needless to say, you've got a spare motor, the auxiliary motor. That's petrol. Always check your motor before you go out to see if it does start. It only takes a couple of minutes to start, and it's definitely worth doing. I've had to use mine a couple of times, as you've seen. I've got some brittle rod holders that just break off, so I need to replace those. Yeah, let's get down and dirty then. So this is the ugly truth. What's underneath here? Oh. So there's a manual pump there in case I'm getting flooded with water. The bilge pump's down there. I've got 2 tanks for fuel. That's for the main motor. You can see it's connected there, and the other one is just on standby. I do have a system which I'll probably cover in another video. Basically, I'll fill up the main one, and any left over I'll pop onto the secondary. But I do swap them over, so I think it's good practice to keep them both working all the time. There's the jerry can, 20 litres, that's always on and off the boat, so that's normally got a bit of fuel in. It probably has now, but I've got to hold up the seat with my other hand. Hold on, let's see if I can yeah, there's a bit of fuel in that one, so it's always nice to have spare. That's the spare jerry can for that spare motor, the auxiliary motor. And there's my brand new battery that's giving me a bit of headaches. Interestingly, when I came down, I tested it, it was only on 10, and it did have the solar panel on, so it could be that is my issue. However, I've got the professionals looking at it. When the seat comes down, oh god, I almost got myself in the head then. Just the usual buckets, you know, cleaning stuff. There's the filter, sorry, a funnel, some extra buckets for all the fish that we catch. And inside here, so we keep our knives, we've got our radio there, we've got our life raft here. Could do probably getting that service if I'm honest with you, but we do have a life raft in there inside the boat. I'll be wearing these life jackets. We've got the big thick ones and the skinny ones with the gas canisters, so I'll be taking those home to have a bit of fun with the girls. And that's the original battery that was giving me problems, as I thought. So that one's connected up to over, well, I'll show you. The other side of that is here. So in a nutshell, this, I've got some switches, it's all connected up. So I've got a USB, 2 USB ports there, and a cigarette lighter one here, and it tells you the voltage. It's only on 10. So the idea is my solar panel will sit in here and it will charge this battery, which only runs this, and that's only for the USB and for my switches, which is the fish finder and the lights. That's it. My GPS, the motor, and the bilge pump is the only things that are connected to that battery. So we'll have to wait and see what the issue is. I think it's the motor not charging up. But yeah, inside there, and I've got my wireless as well. Some people saying the radio was draining the battery, but as you can see, it's a wireless one. It's got AA batteries in, I think it is. In fact, I know it is. Yeah, so when I listen to the radio, it's got nothing to do with my batteries. I've got the old fire extinguisher, which I could do with replacing. We've got all the bits and pieces in here. There's a ladder at the back there for swimming or people diving, so we can hook it onto the back of the boat. Got our fishing bag, some extra clothing and our drinks, and inside here we've got our, can't get it, we've got some ink dye for the sea, some ink dye. We've got our flares there, which again I should check and just get replaced. I think we've got our pull cord and some just extra bits in there. I've actually got a light that I need to set up. So this little light here, when I rig it up, instead of doing my main battery, I'm going to pop it to one of these switches, which comes off that one. So it's all separate. Alright, I think that's it. Let's grab these life jackets and have a bit of fun. Just before the kids get back, just want to show you folks the other books that I read before I went out. So a big shout out to Mark LePage, mate, for lending me these books. But it's basically just got info. It's a rough guide, like the draft. Let's get a better flick. But yeah, just in and around Guernsey. There's one on Herm and one on Sark. And if I'm honest, I haven't really read these because I'm not really planning on going around there just yet. I'm just basically going to like St Martin's Point and near Herm. I did find the page just before, just this one here. So this is where I normally fish off St Martin's Point. So you can see it's all clear, and then as you get a bit closer, you can see a bit more inland where the rocks are. But it's on the GPS as well. But yeah, it's just good to know. There's also the small booklet for mix that I use as well, but I've actually left it on the boat, so it's got all the times in there. And this is a handy web page that Cookie did say, I already had it, but it's Digimap, and you basically select the date and it'll give you all the different times of when you can go in and out. You set your depth up here and it'll give you the times. Apologies for the camera angle. But yeah, know your tides, because if you do get stuck out there, you know which way you will drift. so you can anchor up and then use your spare motor. So always make sure your spare motor's working, and then got the knowledge of the ties, and you should be fine. It's just nice to have a bit of fun. Right then, speaking of fun, it's life jacket time. Come on. Here we go, we're ready to test out our life jackets. We've got the 2 adult ones there, like puffed up jackets, 2 children ones there, and we've got the smaller ones, that's adults for children. These ones have got gas canisters in, which I'll show you afterwards. But we've also got ready our life jacket testing machine. So basically I'm going to dress the kids in a life jacket, pick them up and chop them in there. Right, here we go. So it's got a gas canister in here, which apparently is water activated. So we will replace these because my brother Lee Robert gave me these. So cheers, bro, legend. And we've got 4, but we're going to test these out, have a bit of fun, and see if they work, and then get them replaced. Okay, this is how the amateur angler tests if the life jackets work. This is a kids one. I'm going to pick her up. We'll pretend that we're at sea. The deal is they'll have to put in some bubble bath afterwards, because every time this comes full clean, I let them to use bubble bath. Can I put the bubbles on?
Yeah, sure.
Do the bubbles on or not?
I don't mind.
Okay, the sea's quite rough today. We'll go like this. Can I chuck you in backwards? And she's gone overboard! No! Can you float? Can your feet come up? Hands up? Can you look? She's so big. You floating? 1 down, 1 to go. Okay, test child number 2. The sea's got a lot calmer. I'll spin you around. In she goes!
I'm floating!
Are you floating?
Floating!
Is it working?
Floating!
Hands up. You're floating. Good job. Boom, they work. Kids are safe. Now time for the adults. Right, no. Right, the sea looks pretty rough. I reckon I'm going to fall in.
2, 1.
Oh, it works. You're floating. You gonna float with me?
Yeah.
Oh. Right. Let's test the other one. Hold on. Okay, this is the gas canister test. You ready? Child number 1, see if it works. Oh yeah! Boom! It worked, bro! It worked! You feel good? Is that tight?
Yeah.
You feel safe?
Yeah.
Look at that!
What's this? Come again.
I think that's for extra air, so you can undo that and put in extra air. I don't know whether to use the other ones or not. No, we'll replace them, eh? Comfy?
Fun.
Is that fun? Comfy?
Yeah.
Right. Adult gas test. So you gonna push me in?
No. Yeah.
You push me in to the side, please. I don't kick you. Here we go. I could have died. I could have died. Is it in there? Yeah, there is a gas canister there. That's why you've got to check your gas canisters and your life jackets. Get them replaced. Could have died. Bit cold as well. Right, child test number 2 with the gas. Here we go. You're right.
Could have died.
Could have died.
Could have died.
Okay, pop out. Is this the last test, yeah? He did say My brother did say that we had to replace the gas canisters. Yes,
And
Tom.
then we do also have that one there.
It's got no straps on it.
Oh.
One's got no straps, so we won't use that one at all. I'm going to disregard that one. Right, last test, yeah? See if it goes.
No, I
No.
died out there.
Died out there. What's going on? So like I said, my brother did say that we had to replace them, so good job that we checked it in the life jacket testing machine, also known as a SPA. That's SPA. Well, you're floating, yeah? It didn't work like the first one. No, that didn't work properly at all. Right, we're going to get changed. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you on the next video. Love ya.